Are you ready to launch your boat? There's a good possibility that you have forgotten something important. I'm going to cover both trailer and cradle launches in this video, and I'll be offering you a free checklist at the end of the video. According to the Power and Sail Squadron, start with a check of your safety equipment. Make sure you have enough equipment that you need. For instance, inspect your personal flotation devices for mildew, rot, and tears in the material, seams, and straps. Discard and replace any damaged PFDs. Check your fire extinguishers. Make sure you have working ones in the galley and one near the engine. Test smoke and carbon monoxide alarms and gasoline fume detectors if you have it. Check your first aid kit. Check to see if you have all the supplies and what you used last season. Also check for expiration dates. Make sure you have a copy of your pleasure craft license if your state or country requires it. Check that the registration number that's on the bow of your boat are in good condition and legible. Check to make sure you have a copy of your current insurance policy and update coverage as needed. Check the boat trailer for damage and check tire pressure. Make sure all the trailer's lights are working before towing. Open all the hatches to ventilate the boat. Check the fuel system. Inspect fuel fittings and hoses. Replace if cracked or showing other signs of stress. Check for winter damage inside and outside and repair as necessary. Inspect non-metallic through hulls. They get brittle with age, and winter ice can sometimes crack or loosen them. Look for hoses that have been split from freezing. Check for hull abrasions, scratches, gouges, and repair as necessary. Check your fittings. Through-hull fittings below the waterline should be tight and caulked. C-valves should operate freely. This is very important. Make sure that your boat has, if it has a boat plug, that the plug is in place and in good condition before you launch. Check, test, and lubricate seacocks, shafts, cutlass bearings, struts, and props. Check the oil if you have a 4-stroke engine. Creamy brown or gray engines or drive oil has water in it, then this could be very serious. Have a mechanic check that out to find the source of the leak before you start the engine. Inspect cooling hoses and fittings for stiffness, rot, leaks, and or cracking. Check your battery and ensure that they are fully charged and that the electrolyte level is adequate. Check exhaust fans or bilge blowers. Check the bilge in the pump. Pump out and clean if necessary. Check fluids of the transmission, coolant, and power trim if you've got them. Remove the antifreeze from the water tank and flush several times with fresh water. Check the pressure system and pump for leaks and operation. Fill your tanks. Check your electronic gear. Get fresh batteries for your portable electronic gear like radios, handheld GPSs, and flashlights. Inspect the connections on lights and the horn and other equipment wired to the boat. Inspect dock and anchoring lines for chafing. Replace lines if they show signs of wear. I hope you're enjoying this video so far and find it helpful. Please subscribe and click on the ship's bell to get notification next time we post a video. Hook up and check marine radios, GPSs, receivers, and antennas, and do a radio check with the Coast Guard. Check for charts, a popular mouse food. Do you have a current chart aboard? Channel markers and buoys may be out of position due to ice movements, so take extra care when you go out first time and listen to the marine broadcasts for notices to mariners. Check your spare parts: oil filter, fuel filter, impeller, belts, fuel pump. Replace when necessary. For sailboats, examine the sailboat rigging. Check for signs of corrosion and wear. Look for leaks where the chain plate mountings come through the deck. Check also for fraying and fish hooks. Check your mast and spreaders for corrosion or damage and adjust forestays and backstay connections. Check the masthead fittings and pulleys. Check and lubricate roller furlings. Check the halyard and consider replacing or swapping end to end. Inspect the stays for fraying or fish hooks. Check the spreaders for corrosion or damage and adjust the forestay and the backstay connections. Check the masthead fittings and pulleys. Check and lubricate roller furlings. Check halyards and consider replacing or swapping them out end for end. Tape turnbuckles, cotter pins, and spreaders. Now, I promised you a checklist. I actually have two on offer. One is for boats that can be towed and launched with a vehicle, and the other is for everyone else. I can send you one of these, or both of them, when you email me at the address below. I'm Alan Stokel, and thank you very much for watching.